And now to other stories. The Nigerian Labour Congress, for the umpteenth time, has embarked on a two-day running strike to press their demands from the federal government, who is yet to shift ground on labour terms to assuage the suffering of the masses, giving the palliative an account of subsidy removal. Correspondent Gabriel Odia sent in this report.
Correspondent Gabriel Odia, who went round Makurdi Metropolis to ascertain workers' level of compliance, reports that the strike was partially observed, as some of the places visited were under lock and key, while in other places the gates were flung open and some workers trooping in for activities. Some residents who spoke on the strike said, though strike is an effective measure, it is too early for Labour to embark on it at a time like this, saying more Nigerians may end up facing more difficulty as they would have opted for dialogue. Others say strike is the only language government understands, hence it is the effective tool to get things done in Nigeria.
And to me, the strike is not called for. It's not necessary strike at this moment, because the economy we are suffering so much. So, hurting the economy again, the chances of government getting more revenues, and then I think it's not good. Labour should resume back to the negotiation table rather than strike.
I think strike is not the best tool to resolve labor issues. Labor should be sincere to ourselves. Most of the corruption practices is being achieved using civil servants, and civil servants are the labor union leaders. So they should think that they should change first before asking the federal government to change.
No, the strike is a good process. They have to notify the government that there is problem. The public are suffering too much. Everybody, if you look at the fuel subsidy, it causes a lot of people's problems. If you go to some houses, they cannot even feed, because to go to the market, the transportation is more than what you can buy and sell.
While stressing that the federal government palliative is rather taking long and no clear measures on whom to benefit from it, they observe that the people are suffering massively and government must take a firm and proactive step towards assuaging their sufferings.
There is a targeted audience or targeted sector that they feel that if arrested or if the money will go into, it will now squashing the effect of that subsidy. So government should come up and speak clearly on those targeted projects or sectors, and then the targeted audience, the population that will benefit from that subsidy. As it is now, if you ask people, people will get lost of what particularly that money is meant for.
In this case, we have not actually embarked on a full strike. It's just a warning strike, so the federal government will know that we're not comfortable with the promises and the patient kind of thing. Keep being patient, keep patient, and then wait for us. We're going to do something about it. We cannot condone that any longer, because at the point where we push the word, people are suffering. People are passing through difficult times, very serious, difficult challenges are confronting the people, yet there's nothing to ameliorate what they are going through. And then, in the end, you keep just saying that we should be patient. How long shall we continue to be patient? So we are doing this and hoping that if federal government does not do something about our problems, at the point we embark on a total shutdown.
With the two-day warning strike and TUC not part of it, it remains to be seen what happens thereafter.